everyone, my name is Lindsay and I'm going to be teaching you how to get your hair looking from straight to this in under 10 minutes. To start, let's go over what things you're going to need. First, just a hairbrush. Second, a scrunchie, dry shampoo, hairspray, and today I'm going to be using the beach waver. Now what we're going to be doing is the ponytail method, which is putting your hair up into a ponytail, curling the ponytail, and then taking it down. You're going to have a beautiful blowout and your hair is going to be curled. However, I believe that the most important part is how you prep your hair. So we're going to start by prepping my hair by brushing it, which I've pretty much already done. You're just going to want to brush out your hair. And then I'm going to be taking my good old dry shampoo. I use the Amika Per Cut Plus. I'm just going to be sectioning off my hair. I'm going to take my dry shampoo and I'm just going to place it all along my scalp. I also like to spray just straight on to the front of my hair too. And I'm going to do that again. So this section, next section, and then I'm just going to spray straight. That's okay, it's not perfect. We're trying to do this quickly. And I'm just going to spray it pretty much all around my hair. This is going to help give my hair volume after I take it out. And you can pretty much just add the dry shampoo wherever you feel. I've got lots of dry shampoo in my hair. You can already see that my hair went from being rather flat to very volumized. I'm going to be taking my big scrunchie and I'm just going to gather up my hair into a ponytail. Alrighty, now that I have my hair up in a ponytail, I usually wrap it around 3 times. And the reason why I use a scrunchie is so I'm less likely to crease my hair, especially if you're doing this freshly after showering. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to split my hair into 2 sections. And I'm just going to brush each side of the ponytail. These are the sections that we're going to be working with from now on. And all I'm going to do is I'm just going to blast them a little bit with some dry shampoo because that's going to help give them that extra volume. And then after I blast them with the dry shampoo, we're going to go ahead and move into our curling. So this side of my head, you always want to curl away from your face. So I'm going to curl this whole section this way and this whole section that way. And luckily with my beach waver, it has different arrows so I can see exactly how to curl it. And I'm just going to wrap this straight up. I'm not really doing big sizes, but not really doing small ones. And I'm just going to hold it for literally only a few seconds because we're trying to do this quickly because we're assuming that we're in a rush and we just want to do a quick little curl and blowout. And we're just going to work through this entire side of the ponytail. Alrighty, now that we've finished all the curls on this side of my head, I'm going to go in with my Kenra Volume Spray, which is just like a hairspray. And I'm just going to do a very light layer on these curls. And then I'm going to go ahead and move on to the other side of my head. Alright, now that I finished this side, I'm just going to blast it this side with some hairspray and then just go ahead and hairspray the whole ponytail. I'm going to let it set for just 30 seconds to a minute. You can. Alrighty, now that we've let it set for a second, I'm going to just go ahead and I'm going to untie my scrunchie and then I'm just going to shake out my hair. And also as I'm shaking it out, I'm going to just be rubbing the dry shampoo out. I actually like to brush out my curls, so I'm just going to go ahead and brush out my hair. And then if you need, you can add a little bit more hairspray to give it that added volume. But other than that, that is how to do your hair in under 10 minutes. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos like this. Bye!